Jai Shri Mataji. Before we start today's meditation, let us all switch off our mobiles or keep them in silent and let us settle down. Shri Mataji, please bless all of us today and please take all of us into the state of meditation. And please bless each and every one of us that we remain at your lotus feet throughout the day. Let us now raise our kundalnis and take Bandhan. We shall now take the three great Maha Mantras, followed by Shri Ganesha Mantra. Let us all pray in our heart. Shri Mataji, please come in my heart. Please establish your lotus feet in my heart. And let my heart be filled with bhakti so that you can be pleased all the time. We shall now offer a few bhajans at Shri Mataji's lotus feet.
जय गणराया श्री गणराया मंगलमूर्ति मोरया मंगलमूर्ति मोरया मंगलमूर्ति मोरया सिद्धि विनायक बुद्धि प्रदायक सिद्धि विनायक बुद्धि प्रदायक सिद्धि विनायक बुद्धि प्रदायक मात्र प्रेम गजानना मंगलमूर्ति मोरया जय गणराया अष्टविनायक मंगलदायक अष्टविनायक मंगलदायक अष्टविनायक मंगलदायक निर्मल पुत्र गजानना मात्र प्रेम गजानना मंगलमूर्ति मोरया जय गणराया श्री गणराया जय गणराया श्री गणराया मंगलमूर्ति मोरया मंगलमूर्ति संकटहरणा सिन्दूरवदना संकटहरणा सिन्दूरवदना संकटहरणा निर्मलपुत्र गजानना मातृप्रेम गजानना मंगलमूर्ति मोरया जय गणराया श्री गणराया जय गणराया श्री गणराया मंगलमूर्ति मोरया मंगलमूर्ति मोरया मंगलमूर्ति मोरया मंगलमूर्ति मंगलमूर्ति मोरया गुरु तो समर्णवे करा माझा गुरु तो समर्णवे करा माझा गुरु तो समर्णवे करा माझा गुरु दोष मनवीन मनवे करा गुरु दोष मनवे करा गुरु सत्वाचा माझ झाला मो अनंत योगांचा माझा संपला शोध सकल धर्म सत्वाचा माझ झाला बोध लोपाविला प्रार्थ आणिक हा क्रोध धन माया भोगाशी झालो अमोघ गुरु तोच पडवी खरा माझा गुरु तोच पडवी खरा माझा रे सा रे ग रे ग प सा नि सा ध ग म साक्षात गुरुदेव गुरु एक में गुरु ज्ञान पुंजी दोजी नाही ठेव साक्षात गुरुदेव गुरु एक में गुरु ज्ञान पुंजी दोजी नाही ठेव गुरु तोच विठ्ठल हरी तू महादेव गुरु चरण पाई विद्या सर्वे गुरु तोच वळवी खरा माझा गुरु तोच वळवी खरा माझा रे सा सा रे रे ग म सा नि सा ध ग म गुरु विण जीवन हे खडकावरील बीज गुरु विण जीवन हे खडकावरील बीज असुनी भुवरी परी फुटे नांकुरती गुरु प्रेम वृष्टीने साईलवी गुरु ज्ञान ते होय परिपूर्ण जी गुरु तोच म्हणवे खरा माझा गुरु तोच म्हणवे खरा माझा गुरु जोत बनवील मन माझा गुरु तोच म्हणवे खरा माझा गुरु तोच म्हणवे खरा माझा गुरु तोच म्हणवे खरा माझा सुखाच्या क्षणात सुखाच्या क्षणात व्यथाच्या घणात उभा पाठीशी एक अदृश्य हात त्राता गुरुदया सिंधु गुरुदीनबन्धु गुरुदया सिंधु गुरुदीनबन्धु गुरु जननी जन्मदाता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु एक जगीत्राता धनतमात जणू दीप चेतवी धनतमात जणू दीप चेतवी तनमनात चैतन्य जागवी तनमनात चैतन्य जागवी गणगणात जणू प्राण डोलवी कणकणात जणू प्राण डोलवी ते अरूप त्याते रूप ते अरूप त्याते रूप करी मूर्त तो मूर्ता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु समान कोणी नाही सोयरा गुरु समान कोणी नाही सोयरा गुरु विन नाही धारा गुरु विन नाही धारा गुरु निदान गुरु मोक्ष आसरा गुरु निदान गुरु मोक्ष आसरा देव दैव लाभे सदैव देव दैव लाभे सदैव चरण लाभ होता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरुदया सिंधु गुरुदीनबन्धु गुरुदया सिंधु गुरुदीनबन्धु गुरु जननी जन्मदाता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु एक जगीत्राता गुरु एक जगी गुरु एक जगी गुरु एक जगीत्राता
for those of us whose attention is still not steady, we can look at Sri Mataji's lotus feet. Sri Mataji, please take us into meditation. Sri Mataji, please keep me in thoughtlessness. Sri Mataji, I do not know any technique, any mantras. I just know that you are the source of all knowledge and all the powers. Oh Mother, please bless all of us today so that we can remain at your lotus feet forever and ever. Shri Mataji, please bless all of us so that we can absorb your holy words into our hearts and we can manifest all of them with the most sincere desire. We will now hear Shri Mataji's speech.
Today you all have gathered here to do the Guru Puja. Today you all have gathered here to do the Guru Puja. Your Guru is a mother first and then a Guru. And that has given me a greater help. We have had before also many Guru Pujas, mostly in England. And you should wonder why Mother always somehow is doing Guru Puja in London. The time falls in such a way that it is in Guru Puja. I am here. During that time, I have to be in London. So many years we have been doing Guru Puja in England. All things happen if according to Rutambara Pragya, then there must be some reason why Mother is here in England for a Guru Puja. It is stated in the Puranas that the Adi Guru Dattatreya worshipped Mother along the banks of the river Tamasa. Tamasa is the same as your Thames is. And he himself came and worshipped here. And the Druids, those who had the manifestation of the Stonehenge and all that, are originated from that time in this great country of Shiva or the Spirit. So the Spirit resides here as in the heart of human beings, and the Sahasrara is in the Himalayas where Sadashiva exists at the Kailasha. This is the great secret of we having so many Guru Pujas here. To culminate it today into the special type of Guru Puja in the year of the 60th birthday of your mother has a special, very, very special significance, because it's the Guru Sashti. It's the 60 years of your Guru has been celebrated today, and that's how it's a very big occasion that you all have gathered under the influence of again Rutambara Pragya. So all that has happened by the nature's own gift to you. And everything has worked out so well because that was the desire of the divine and the design of the divine. So the river Thames, which we call her as Thames, you see English have a method of making everything English. Like Bombay they made it, Mumbai was Bombay. You see, like Calcutta, like all other words were like that. Like Varanasi was made into Banaras. River Thames, which was really Tamsa, was called as Thames. Now from the name Tamsa, one should know that is a place of Tamoguna. Is a place where left-sided resided since long. So people were very worshipful, left-sided people, emotional type. And they worshipped God more than that they went into yajnas and all that. And Dattatreya lived here and meditated on the banks of river Thames. That's why Guru Puja here has to give us the great background for your awakening of the Guru principle. We have to go to the roots of everything so that we understand the importance of it. Unless until you know the roots and the traditions behind, you cannot understand the depth, the gravity, the intensity of any puja. Today we have gathered here to do the Guru Puja. Again, the reason is we have got a Guru principle within ourselves, as I told you last time. And also I have given elaborately the 10 commandments as expressed within us, which are describing the different types of essences within us. The essence of Guru Puja has to be awakened within us. That's how we are having this program here. Now, it is important that we have to establish the dharma within us. Without the dharma, you cannot have the ascent. And as I have told you before, that the of your being depends on how much dharma you follow religiously. At the time of Moses, it was worked out, and all the rules and regulations were created for realized souls. But as I read in one of the books, it was very good, because if I had said this, people would not have believed, that it had to be changed. I think during the speech the children should not be here. It's better to take them out. After the speech you can bring them along. Those who make noises. Those who are quiet is all right, but those who are making noises, better to be out. If they are going to make noises, better to be out or near the door, so that if they make noises you can get out. So there is no disturbance. During the puja is all right. You could be at the gate, door, or some place from where you can go. So the laws and regulations that were given to human beings were actually for the realized souls who would understand. But when Moses must have discovered the way human beings are, he must have changed them to very strict rules, because with human beings as they are, one has to be extremely strict. They can't understand anything but fear. If you have a stick in your hand, you can put them back. Without that stick, human beings won't listen. They are only all right if there's a fear. Now if you see today, the condition of all the nations, those who are having leaders or prime ministers or presidents, they are all people extremely strict, very dominating, and very dry. And normally people like such people. Even Hitler succeeded because of that nature. So the character of a guru so far has been of a very strict nature for people who are not realized. Normally a good guru, Sadguru, he doesn't like to talk to people much. They throw stones, or they don't like to talk to people who are not realized. But if they are realized, then these gurus change their attitude towards the people who want to see them. There's a tremendous difference between a person who is realized and non-realized in the protocol of God. A man may be the king or anything, he'll be asked to sit outside. It has nothing to do with what position you enjoy. As long as he is a realized soul and not possessed, he is given the highest position. But if you are possessed, then also the guru will tell him that you get out from here, first get rid of your position and then come. And all these strict rules were there, that such and such person must be killed, such and such person must be given a punishment of cutting the hands, cutting the feet, even absolutely destroying the eyes. This was done because they were not realized souls. It was a great realization of Moses, I think, that he took to the another kind of law which is known as Shariat now, and that's what the Muslims are following. In a way, it's good, I think, because people who are now normal people really deserve such a rule. But it should not be so fanatical that you cannot discriminate between a realized soul and non-realized soul. Now, the Guru within you will be awakened if you are strict with yourself. That's one point is very important. Unless and until you are strict with yourself, the Guru will not be awakened with you. People who are lazy lumps, who cannot sacrifice anything, who are very fond of comfort, can never be Gurus. Take it. They can be good administrators, they can be anything, but never a Guru. A Guru should be willing to live the way he has to live. He should be able to sleep on stones. He should be able to sleep under any circumstances. Not that the disciple should force on him, but it should be his own nature that he can adjust himself. Comfort cannot crawl on a Guru. Now those who want your Guru principle to be awakened must know that you should not ask for comfort. Even for a thing like that, yesterday you saw the dancing. One has to do real tapasya. Intensive tapasya you have to do. You cannot learn even a thing like dancing without going into a penance about it. So a Guru has to go through a penance is important. Sahajogi need not go, but a Guru Sahajogi has to do it. We have to have penances. And the penance can be any kind of desire you have. Say, supposing you are very fond of food. Just don't eat the food that you want to eat. If you are very fond of sweet food, then eat something very bitter, raised to power 108. And if you are fond of some sort of a very, as Indians are sometimes, very spicy food, then eat so bland a food without salt. Teach your tongue to behave itself. It doesn't behove a Guru to put his attention to food. I have seen some of the Sahajogis, they are all right when the food is there, quite concentrated. But when it comes to the program, they have no concentration. It's a sad thing. Such people cannot be Gurus. They can be cooks, good, or could be food tasters or something like that. We'll suit them better. But if they have to be Gurus, they must learn to control their tongue and their desire. I mean, fasting is a good thing for such people. Fasting is very good. All the time they are worried, what are we going to have for lunch? What are we going to have for dinner? Such people cannot have their Guru principle awakened, neither they can be Gurus. So please be careful. The Guru must have control over the tongue. He must know when to get angry and when to be gentle. He must know what to say when, how much to say. That's why many Gurus have been more effective by not speaking. Silence is the best way you can help others. But when it comes to explaining Sahaja Yoga, you should speak. But I have seen with some people, they are very eloquent when it comes to nonsensical things. But when it comes to Sahaja Yoga, they don't know anything about Sahaja Yoga. So you have to be the master of Sahaja Yoga if you have to be a Guru. Not only in talking, but in your behavior, in everything. And the Karamat is the, I don't know if you use charismatic word, charismatic they call it, or you say the one how to do it, how to raise the Kundalini, how to put it at the Sahasrara, how to break the Sahasrara, all these things You must know how to spend your knowledge. It's Bini Yoga in Sanskrit. Guru principle is awakened in a person when he himself has achieved something. Imagine a half-baked guru going along talking as a guru. He'll end up as a disciple ultimately. So you have to be master of your own. But when the guru principle comes in, you have to give it to others. It's a question of giving it to others. So you have to be at a higher level to give to others. Have to be at a very high level. If you are attached to money, if you are attached to food, if you are attached to mundane things of life, you cannot give. Now the higher state than that can be achieved, which is natural in me, but can be achieved, is that you don't have to have any dependence like that any rules and regulations. Like saying that I will have no worry about food, I should fast, this, that. It all ends up when you eat but don't eat. That's a state one should have. That you are eating the food, and if you ask, did you have your lunch? I don't know. Will you have your lunch? I don't know. Absolutely indifferent to the problems of the body. Where did you sleep? I don't know. What did you eat? What will you have? I don't know. This kind of a state is called the Atita state, where you go beyond. And whatever you do, you are doing it because it is to be done without paying any attention to it. It's automatic. Nothing is important. But this is, before becoming Atita, you have to tell yourself, nothing is important. You see, is a avirbhava, as they call it, is a kind of a drama you have to put in. Oh, nothing is important, this carpet is not important, I should try to sleep on the cement. First you have to do that. But after some time, it happens that you don't remember whether you slept on the cement or on a cot. Where did I sleep? I don't know. That is the Atita state. And that state is to be achieved now by many Sahajogis. In a state where you go beyond. Say there is somebody who is before you and you have to get angry. All right, you give me left, right, nicely, and then you are smiling next moment. Did you get angry with that person? I don't know. Did that? Like Buddha once said something in one village, and there was a horrible fellow who got up and said lots of things to him. And when he went to the next village, the fellow felt that, oh, I should not have done that, left Vishuddhi perhaps. So went down and said, I'm sorry sir, I've said so, and I should not have said it. I didn't know you are the enlightened one, so it happened, so you forgive me. He said, well, when did you say it? He said, in the last village. Oh, everything in the last village I've left there alone. I don't know. That is the Atita state you have to get. So, even not to feel is not important. These identifications, when they drop out completely, then you are doing things in a karma state, where like sun is shining, it doesn't know it is shining. When the vibrations are flowing, you don't know it is flowing. Already it has started working in. You are surprised, you raise the hands and the Kundalini is rising. You don't know you are raising the Kundalini actually. How do you raise it? You don't know. That's it. That state has already started Atita in you. But get it established in every walk of life, everything, that you go beyond. And if you can manage that, that's the highest that you have to reach. Now, with the incarnations, it's very different. It's the other way around. Everything is the other way around. They don't have to do any tapasya. They don't have to starve. They don't have to tell them. Whatever they do is the punya. They don't have to collect punyas either. If they kill somebody, it is dharma. If they hit somebody, it is the dharma. Nothing they do wrong. They are absolutely immaculate. If they deceive someone, they cheat someone, it's perfectly all right. Because for a higher goal, you have to give up this smaller goals. It's justified in our day-to-day life, you'll see, that when you are defending your country, there's an enemy on you. If you have to defend your country, you can slay him. You can cheat him. Diplomatically, you can befool him. It's allowed. Why? Because for a higher goal, you have to give up the smaller goal. But for an incarnation, it is always the higher goal. He's not bothered about smaller goals at all. He doesn't have to wait, think, rationalize, or to train himself or do some drama or anything. It's all done. Even the movement, every movement of an incarnation has a ripple in it, which is for the good. There's nothing, not even a moment is such which is not for the good of the world. So the incarnation is a very different thing that is not to be achieved, that has to be. Now, for example, the incarnation is the bhokta, is the enjoyer. He is the enjoyer of it. Many people say have created. Now we have a carpet here from Turkey. These carpets were created by Turkish peoples some time back for an incarnation to see. So the Utambara Pragya will bring it round in such a way that at least I see it. Or I have it. So that their souls will be blessed. So that they feel nice. Like Michelangelo has made that not for popes, I can tell you. And not for all the rubbish people who go there. Neither Blake did all that work for the useless people who want to go and see nude artists. It was all done for the incarnation to see. That's the way they are blessed the most. Because they are beyond. Nothing touches them. Nothing is important. But it is not rational or anything that they have trained themselves. But it is automatically like that. Like Sri Krishna had to marry 16,000 women. Can you imagine? In those days of monogamy, he would be prosecuted 100 times. The reason was he has 16,000 powers. And he was to be born with those 16,000 powers on this earth. And 5 elements became his queens. He had to do some justification to have them around. And as I have now Sahajogis whom I have given realization. So automatically I am your mother is established. But for him there was no way out but to marry his 16,000 powers. And so he married. But he was never married. He was a bachelor out and out all his life. Because he is Yogeshwara and he is a brahmachari. Who can marry him? So for them, all these worldly things are just a drama, has no meaning at all. It's just a drama. A person who is not an incarnation should not try to be. That's not the right of a human being. Like a policeman standing on the road, if he puts his hands right, left, we follow it. But you are some madman to go and stand there, he'll be arrested. So for normal people, even you are a guru, you shouldn't allow them to touch your feet. Only an incarnation's feet must be touched. And nobody else's feet must be touched. Of course, in Samayachar, like as we have in India the custom to touch the feet of the father, but because the father is a representative of the father in you, that's what the mother. But that's symbolic. But in reality, you are not to surrender yourself to anybody else but to an incarnation. Also, if there's a teacher in your any art or in any way, your master, you must touch his feet. Even to take his name, you have to pull your ears. But nobody who is a human being should touch your feet, especially the Sahajogis should not. Nobody should ask anyone to touch your feet. As an elder you may. That's a different point, but not as a guru. It's a very dangerous thing. Once you start it, you know what it happens with so many. They are just gone out of such. So to develop the guru principle within you, first of all, you must develop yourself fully. Now, how to develop yourself for guru principle, one must see. We have got the 10 principles within you, as I told you before. And we should develop these all 10 principles in such a way that we stand out from others. Yesterday, as I told you, that when we do Dhyan, Dharana and Samadhi and achieve the blessings of the Rutambhara Pragya, then put that whole thing onto different areas as called as Desh or Bhumi. How you spend them is the point, is through mantras. Cleanse it through mantras. Cleanse it through your attention. Every day you must know which chakra to be cleared up. You must know about yourself, where is the problem, how it is to be cleansed, how we have to clear it out. Do not take it for granted. Many people who have got, say, left-sided problem, you will just bring them lemon and chilies and think our mother has done the job. I can only do the job temporarily. But if there's a vacuum, again you will suck in. See, the vacuums within you feel hungry again to have some more. So to take out that vacuum is your job, and for that you have to religiously get after all your defects. That's the most important thing for all of you. And try to put full attention to all these different deshas. It's the nations they are called as. And once you have cleared it, it is enlightened, it is full of light, then you call it Pradesh. Means the Desha has been enlightened. Once that has achieved, then you have reached a point you can become a guru. But still you are not a Sadguru. To become the Sadguru, you must achieve the state of Atita. The Atita state is such that a person who is not a good man will tremble before you. A man who is a liar, who has cheated others, will lose his tongue. A man who has adulterous eyes, who is a man without no control without any control over his mind as far as the women are concerned or men are concerned, such a person will have shaking in his eyes. Some of them will shake. Those who have been possessed will be shaking very much. They will be all exposed before the light of a Sadguru. When you achieve that, you don't have to fight them. They will themselves be exposed, and you don't have to do anything about it. One day I was told that there is a servant, lady servant, who is a very possessed person in the family. So I said, get rid of her. I went to the airport. On my way, I stopped at that house. And the maidservant just walked in, you see. And there was a big gutter flowing. I mean, not a gutter, but an open sort of a thing. And she saw me and she fell in that. I said, oh God. So I told the driver to take the car a little ahead. And she fell in. It happens. I was traveling by plane one day, and a gentleman in front started just jumping. So as Sir Yogi asked, are you from TM? He said, how do you know? He said, we know. So I sat back. It may be they may all have, a day may come when they might start jumping like that. Or a pilot might start jumping. It's a big problem for me. Even the lights. You enter into any church and suddenly you find all the lights going up like this. Even in big banquets, I find when I'm sitting there, and suddenly everybody comes and sit down and all their booths come round, they start jumping, and the people start looking, what's happening? Is there fire on? So many things can happen like that. There was a gentleman very much possessed in a war, and we were going to a ship, and there was a little platform on which we had to first jump. And the platform started going like this, like that, and the fellow didn't know what to do. He didn't understand why it was doing so. So, when you reach that state, you don't have to argue or do anything. Even if you lift your eye, it happens that the person gets into problems. Or there could be some ego-oriented people, they'll melt down. First you have to do the drama of a guru. Dress up in a way which is simple. You have to behave in a way which is very gentle, because you have to attract them. Come along, come along, come along. That's advertising department. And once it is done, that drama is done, it can be exposed very soon. They will find you out that you are no good. You are just a dramatist. Once that drama has been done, then very cleverly you can bring out your real self before them. So first you don't show them that you are a real hard taskmaster. Never. First use all your sweet qualities. The more they are difficult, the more I am gentle with them. Then they come inside. Then you put to the mill and you can cure them. First prepare. First of all, sometimes they are so frightened. They are so nervous. They are so upset. Sometimes too much of ego. So be gentle. Gradually they strengthen themselves also in your company. And then, even if you hit them, they are all right. That's how it has to be done very cleverly. And if you see the way I manage my Gurudam, you can also manage. But the key to Guru is patience, a complete patience and complete dependence on God Almighty. That's the key. Complete patience. First you tell them that this should be such, but they will not accept. They will argue. How, why, this, that. All right, go ahead. Then they'll come back with a black eye. Or they may come back with a punched nose. Then you said, all right, I'll soothe it down. You soothe it down. And then tell them. So is the wisdom, the discretion of Yogeshwara you should have. How to deal with people is very important. Why I say Yogeshwara? Because at the Guru stage, you have to give it on a collective level. Individual level finishes and you jump into collective once you start becoming a Guru. So all these methods, which I explained the other day to Modi, you can understand that the 10 of your problems at the void, once solved, you solve the 16 problems of the vision. And once 16 problems are crossed, you come to Agya. And at the Agya Chakra, there is such a tremendous sacrifice. Without feeling the sacrifice is a waiting. And one has to see what you can sacrifice in that Atita state, because you don't sacrifice anything. Everything is already sacrificed. What is there to sacrifice? And such a state should be achieved by realizing that you are realized souls, you are not ordinary people. And you cannot have ordinary, mundane types of rules and regulations. Like Yama Niyama. The Niyamas are for yourself, Yamas for others. Nothing. There should be absolute truths with it. So much so that you should manifest them. And all these truths have powers. But every truth that is within you established, you don't have to do anything, they work out themselves. So first of all, you must get your chakras all right. On the chakras, you must put your attention. After the samadhi state, you will start opening them out properly. Clear them out. Know what are the chakras that are bad. I've seen people who have very bad few chakras and many good chakras, but they will be only enjoying the good chakras and will not worry about the bad ones. Pay attention to your bad chakras. Cleanse them, cleanse them. Put all your attention to that. Put the attention of the God, of the deity whom you worship. And you get the complete manifestation of their power within yourself. So clear all the chakras, all the pradeshas to be established, and after the establishment of the pradeshas, you have to establish the rapport with others on the collective level. Then a state where you become a complete spirit at Agya Chakra. It's a easiest in Sahaja Yoga, and I have told you the reason, because you are such fortunate people. The easiest of easiest is Sahaja Yoga. The essence of Sahaja Yoga, that is the easiest thing to do. And that is why you should take full advantage of that easiest method made easy. Absolutely for you. This is the blessing of Guru Puja for you, that you all should become Gurus by next year. Just you have to dedicate and say today in your heart to promise me, in your heart that Mother, Not we'll try, but we will be. And thrice you should say we will be, we will be. Now last of all, I want to tell you that now I've completed my 60th year. And no more celebrations of my birthday. This is the last. Please remember this. I've accepted whatever you said because of 60th birthday is very auspicious. After this, no more celebration of my 60th birthday. And you have already thought of giving me some present from all Europeans. On a 60th birthday, I have accepted. But no more of this kind of planning should be done anymore for the 60th birthday, which is over now. I'm telling you very frankly, alright? So nobody is going to celebrate my 60th birthday anymore. I hope it's clear to you. So, the protocol of the Guru and the Mother is to be understood in Sahaja Yoga mostly by experiencing. But that doesn't mean that you go out of the way to experience the other side of it. By being protocolish more and more, you'll find you'll receive much more help. Like Nick, one day I told him, he'll tell you that. There were two ladies who wanted to go to Belgium. I told them they are going tomorrow. And the lady said, no, we are going today. He said, the mother has said that you are going tomorrow, so you'll go tomorrow, whatever it is. They said, no, we are going today. How is it mother has said that we are going tomorrow? I said, but he said it. They wouldn't listen. So we sent them to the airport. They found they had to go next day.
माता निर्मला देवी की
So that is how it is. That the protocol should be that, yes, mother has said it, doesn't matter. It may go wrong, doesn't matter. Whatever she says, let's obey and see. By experiencing only you will know. But in the beginning only you will say, no, we will not do this and that. It's not good. So the protocol is the simplest of simple to do. So that's the essence of Sahaja Yoga. The simplest of the simple is the protocol. If you understand the protocol, you don't have to do anything. You will grow by it automatically. But you lack in protocol, and that's how you do not. This is the point is that to grow best in Sahaja Yoga is to know the protocol, which you can ask others. With experienced people you can ask, or if you want to have your own experience you can have. But some people try the other way around, like answering me back, saying all kinds of things. They think, let's experiment what happens. And then they break their necks and come to me for curing. So that should not happen. Experience should be for betterment. And that's how, if you can ask others, take their advice, those people who are rising higher than normal, what is the protocol? And put your attention to it. How can you improve your protocol? What should we do to observe a protocol? What wrong are we doing? Where are we going wrong? Because the essence of Sahaja Yoga today is the protocol, which should be the simplest. Should be the simplest thing to do. And once you know the protocol, that if she has said it, if it is meant, then it's all right. But some people are so funny that they start using me as a quotation. Mother has said, everybody must fast. I told somebody that you better fast. So a thin man comes next day fainting. I said, what happened? When I say something to a particular person, they just circulate it. Because they think, why should I fast alone? Everybody must fast. It's a big problem that they always quote me. Nobody is to quote me to others. Because one thing is important. Whatever you have to say, you put it on the notice board. Maybe with my signature better. For general. And for particular, whatever I say, you should do it for particular. At least that much discretion we all should have. And try. You'll be very much helped. You'll be surprised. You'll be very much helped. Because it is for all, everything is for your betterment and a special grace if you understand the essence of protocol. So I am taking you to that point where you start understanding that nothing is to be surrendered to mother as such, because she doesn't take anything, nothing goes to her. It's only you are surrendering yourself by leaving all that is not wanted. It's a very beautifying process which one should take. You all have come up so much and you have to go very much further. I am sure you will go ahead and will become great gurus as you have promised. Today, by next year.
Shri Mataji, we thank you from all our hearts. We surrender the fruits of this meditation at your lotus feet. Let us all rise for Aarti.
साक्षात् श्री
Let us all raise our kundalinis and put ourselves in bandhan. Anyone who has come for the first time, please come forward for self-realization. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಬಾರಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮುಂದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ.
Jai Shri Mataji. Today, two public programs are going on, one in Bidar and one in Mysore, along with Chaitanya Rath. So let us all pray to Shri Mataji and give a bandhan that all the seekers who get their realization get established in Sahaj Yoga. So let us give a bandhan. And we all pray to Shri Mataji that people, lot of Sahajogis who are working along with Chaitanya Rath and in Bidar also, with all their tan, man, dhan. So, Shri Mataji, please give them all the protection and all the necessary powers so that they can spread your message. A few updates about Chaitanya Rath. Chaitanya Rath, now it is going in zone 2, that is after Mysore it will go to Chamrajnagar and then it will go to Kurg. So Kurg also already one center established, so I think 2 days it will be in Kurg. For zone 3, the following is the program. 15th July, Friday it will be in Hassan. 16th, that is Saturday, it will be in Udupi. 17th, that is Sunday, it will be in Mangalore. 18th, it will that is Monday, 18th July, it will be in Vitala. And 19th, Tuesday, it will be Surathkal. And 21st also, it will be around the Surathkal nearby areas for the spot realization. So that is the update of zone 3. So we will send this message also in all the groups. So please pay attention for the zone 3 also. And next week, that is 17th July, we will be having the Adi Guru Puja in our main center. That is morning 10:30 a.m. So those people who are doing the regular meditation from last 6 months, so they can attend the puja. And registration for Sri Ganesh Puja in Karnataka, that is in Bangalore, already started. So I hope all of you would have got the circular. So please start registering in Ganesh Puja. We need lot of volunteers also, so we'll be contacting the people for that. And we have Shri Krishna Puja in Kerala, that is next month in August 19, 20, 21st. So those people who can go to the Kerala also for attending Shri Krishna Puja, those people also can register, and that circular also yesterday I have forwarded, and I will be keep on forwarding that circular also. Jai Shri Mataji. There is a bandhan request for Neelam Divedi. She is not well, so let us all give a bandhan. Neelam Divedi. Anybody came for first time? Please come forward. Okay. All the kids who has given their name in cultural program for Shri Ganesh Puja, please come forward. So we'll be having the practice now.